Now we will discuss questions based on permutation or arrangements. Question number 16. In how many ways 10 students can be arranged in 10 chairs in a straight line? So number of students are 10 and number of chairs are also 10 in this case.
Now we'll see arrangement. For arrangement, if we have n articles, then in how many ways we can arrange these n articles is given by n factorial ways. Like in this question, it is given that 10 students and 10 chairs. How many ways we can arrange them? So since 10 articles or 10 students are there, we have to arrange them at 10 different chairs. We can do that in 10 factorial ways. Let us see how to prove it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 chairs. So if first time who entered in the room, he has seen 10 chairs available for him. How many ways he can take his seat is 10 ways. He can take any one of these 10 seats. Each of them is distinguishable. Then next guy entered in the room. How many ways he can select his seat is 9 available chairs. 9 ways. Then next guy again 8 ways. Then next guy 7 ways. And so on till last guy only one available chair. So total number of ways that we can arrange these 10 persons on 10 chairs is 10 factorial ways. Similarly, if we have n number of persons and we have to arrange them at n places, for first one we have n ways, for next one we have n minus 1 ways, then for next one n minus 2 ways, and so on till for last one we have only 1 way. So finally it will come out as n factorial ways. So in this case total number of ways is 10 factorial.
Next question is question number 17. In how many ways 5 out of 10 students can be arranged in 5 seats in a straight line? So in this case, we have to arrange only 5 students out of 10 students.
Here in this case, total number of students are 10, but number of available chairs are only 5. So we have to arrange out of these 10 students, only 5 students we can arrange them on these 5 chairs. So how many ways we can do that? Out of these 10 students, first of all we have to select 5 students, and that we can do in 10 C5 ways. Now we have selected 5 students and we have to arrange them on 5 different seats. We can do that in 5 factorial ways. This into 5 factorial is the answer. Or we can also say it is also equal to 10 P5. Arrangement of 5 articles out of 10 articles, 10 P5. But just now we have seen without using the formula of P also we can solve the question. Only thing you should know is the conversion from C to P, because in examination all options may come in C, may come in P, or may come in the numerical value. So we should know the conversion. But we can solve each and every question related to permutation without directly applying the formula of permutation. First of all we will make a selection and then we will see whether arrangement is required or not. If arrangement is required, then we will arrange those n articles in n factorial ways. So in this way, without applying even a second thought that whether to go for permutation or go for combination, we can apply this path. First select and then arrange.
Next question is, in how many ways batting order be made for 11 players out of 20 players? In other words, we have to arrange these 11 players according to their batting order. Out of total player is 20.
Here in this case, total players are 20, and we have to arrange them at 11 different places. Means first of all, we have to select 11 players, and then we have to arrange those 11 players as the batting order. So let's solve it step by step. First step is we have to select out of 20 11 players. How many ways we can do that? 20 C11. So we have made selection of 11 players. Now we have to arrange these 11 players according to their batting order. So step 2, how many ways we can arrange these 11 players is 11 factorial ways. We have to do this operation and then this operation. So total number of ways that we can arrange them at 11 different batting order is 20 C11 into 11 factorial. And this is also equal to 20 P11. In this case also we haven't applied direct formula of P, but formula of C or selection, and then we have seen arrangement is required. So 20C11 into 11 factorial is the answer.
Now in this question, in how many ways batting order be made for 11 players out of 20 players if Sachin is always selected?
Here in this case again total number of players are 20 and we have to arrange them according to their batting order. Out of 20 we have to select 11 only. Given condition is that Sachin is always selected. It is similar to question number 9 where only selection was required. So if Sachin is always selected means we have option of only 19 players. Out of 19, since Sachin is always selected, so we have to select only 10 players. How many ways we can select that? Is 19 C10 ways. So total number of ways that we can make a selection of 11 players is 19 C10. Till this point we have done in question number 9. We have to make only selection. But in this case, after selection we have to arrange them according to their batting order. Now 11 players are there and we have to arrange these 11 players according to their batting order in 11 factorial way. So total number of ways that we can do, arrange them according to their batting order, in this case is this one. Now you can see in this case you cannot apply directly the formula of permutation. So if you always follow this method, first selection, then see whether the arrangement is required or not. If still you are in doubt, you can go and see question number 9 and question number 19, you will find the difference. In question number 9, we have done only this stage, means selection. But in question number 19, in this question, we have to arrange them according to the batting order. So arrange them in 11 factorial way. So total number of ways is 9 C10 into 11 factorial.
Next question is, in how many ways 10 boys and 8 girls can be arranged in a straight line such that no two girls are together?
In this question, question number 20, it is given that total number of boys are 10 and total number of girls are 8. In how many ways we can arrange these 18 students such that no two girls are together? So there is some restriction with the girls but no restriction with the boys. These 10 boys we can arrange them in 10 factorial way. There is no restriction with the 10 boys. So 10 boys can be arranged in 10 factorial ways. Once we have made arrangement in this way, then girls can be arranged at these positions and they are never together, and total number of these available places is, in this case since 10 boys, so 11 different places. So available places for girls are 11. Out of 11 we have to select 8 places where girls can accommodate herself. So out of 11, first of all we will select 8. How many ways we can do that? Is 11 C8 ways. We have selected 8 places. Now on those 8 places we have to arrange 8 girls in 8 factorial way. This 11 C8 into 8 factorial is also equal to 11 P8. So answer is 10 factorial into 11 C8 into 8 factorial, or option may be given as 10 factorial into 11 P8. But we can solve it always by first selection and then arrangement if required. So answer in this case is 10 factorial into 11 P8 or this one.
Next question, in how many ways 10 boys and 8 girls can be arranged in a straight line such that all the girls are together? So in this case all the girls are always together in any arrangement.
Here in this case, question number 21, it is given that there are 10 boys and 8 girls, and in how many ways we can arrange them so that all these 8 girls are together. Since all these 8 girls are together, so let us assume that we tie them together. If we tie them together, 8 girls together, how many ways we can do that? Is 8 factorial ways? Because we don't know whether Rita will come first or Sita will come first. So these 8 girls, we can tie them together in 8 factorial ways. Now, we have 10 boys and one bunch of girls, means 11 different or distinct identity. We have to arrange these 11 distinct identity. So we can arrange them in 11 factorial ways. So answer in this case is 8 factorial, number of ways we can arrange the girls, and then we have 11 distinct identity, we can arrange them in 11 factorial ways. So answer in this case is 8 factorial into 11 factorial.
Next question is question number 22. Here it is given that in how many ways 10 boys and 8 girls can be arranged in a straight line such that 2 girls, Seema and Reema, are together. So in any arrangement these 2 girls are always together.
Here in this case, question number 22, 10 boys and 8 girls, how many ways we can arrange them such that 2 particular girls, namely Reema and Seema, they are always together. Since they are together, so we can tie them. If you tie them Reema and Seema, how many ways? In 2 factorial ways, because it may be possible Reema will come first or Seema will come first. So we can tie them together in 2 factorial ways. If you have taken out, then we have only 6 girls available out of 6. So we have 10 boys, 6 girls and one bunch of Rima and Seema. So total identity we have 10 plus 6 16 plus 1 17. 17 distinct identities. We can arrange them in 17 factorial ways. So in this case, total number of ways that we can arrange 10 boys and 8 girls such that 2 girls Rima and Seema are always together is 2 factorial into 17 factorial.
Next question is, in how many ways 10 boys and 8 girls can be arranged in a straight line such that 2 girls Seema and Rima are not together?
Here in this case it is given that 10 boys and 8 girls and 2 girls Rima and Seema are not together. So one way is total 18 distinct identities without restriction, we can arrange them in 18 factorial ways. Then negative restriction. Negative restriction means they are always together. We have already solved this question in previous question number 22. How many ways? 2 factorial into 17 factorial. This is the total number of ways without restriction, and this is the total number of ways negative restriction, means Rima and Seema are always together. So difference between these two is the number of ways they are never together. This is one way to solve the question. Or another way is, since Rima and Seema, they don't want to be together, remove them. Total we have now 6 girls. So 10 plus 6 16 distinct identities, we can arrange them in 16 factorial ways. Now if you arrange 16 different distinct identities, you will have 17 distinct places. Out of these 17 distinct places, you have to arrange Rima and Seema. So first of all, you will select 2 places, 17 C2, and you will arrange Rima and Seema in those places in 2 factorial ways. So either in this way you can solve, or in this way you will get same answer in both the ways.
Question number 24. In how many ways 10 boys and 8 girls can be arranged in a straight line such that all the girls and all the boys are together?
Here in this case, 10 boys and 8 girls, and given condition is that all the boys are together and all the girls are together. Since 10 boys are together, how many ways we can arrange them is 10 factorial ways. 8 girls are together, how many ways we can arrange them? 8 factorial ways. Now we have 2 distinct identities, one bunch of boys and one bunch of girls, means 2 distinct identities. We can arrange them in 2 factorial ways. So total number of ways in this case is 10 factorial into 8 factorial into 2 factorial.
Next question is, in how many ways 5 students can be arranged in 10 chairs in a straight line?
Here in this case, total number of students are 5 and we have to arrange them in 10 different chairs. So first of all, in this case, we have to select 5 chairs out of 10 chairs, that is in 10 C5 ways. Now we have 5 chairs and 5 students, we can arrange them in 5 factorial ways. So total number of ways is 10 P5 or 10 C5 into 5 factorial ways. Similar question we have solved in question number 21 or 22, where number of students were 10 and chairs were 5. It is same as arranging 5 distinct identities out of 10 identities is 10 P5, or first select 5 and then arrange those 5. So this is the answer in this case.
Next concept is miscellaneous selection. Here in this case, first we will discuss number of ways of selecting 0 or more things out of n different things. So if you are selecting 0 things out of n things, then we can do it in NC0 ways. If we are selecting 1 thing out of n thing, then number of ways is NC1, or we will select 2, NC2, and so on. If we select n things out of n things, then NCn ways, and by binomial expansion this is equal to 2 to the power n. Now next is number of ways of selecting 1 or more things out of n different things. 1 or more things means we have to select at least 1 things. So minimum 1 we have to select. Out of n we have to select 1, that is NC1 ways, or we will select 2 out of n, that means NC2 ways, or NC3 ... till NCn. So in this case again from binomial expansion this is equal to 2 to the power n minus 1 ways.
Okay, so now we will discuss a different type of selections or miscellaneous selection. If we have n articles and out of n articles we have to select 0 or more articles, then how many ways we can select that? So if you select 0, then you can select it in NC0 ways. If you select 1, then you can select NC1 ways. Or if you select 2, then you can select NC2 ways. Plus so on. If you select n articles, then NCn ways. By binomial formula, this is equal to 1 plus 1 to the power n or 2 to the power n. So this is the formula to select 0 or more articles out of n given articles.
Next question based on selection miscellaneous. Question number 26. In an exam, there are 5 subjects. In how many ways a student can fail?
Now question number 26. In this it is given that total number of subjects is 5 and in how many ways a student can fail. A student can fail if he fail in one subject. How many ways he can select one subject? 5C1. A student can fail in 2 subjects. How many ways he can select 2? 5C2 ways. Means either he is failed in one subject or in 2 subjects. That's why plus sign is here. Or if he fail in 3 subjects, then 5C3. Or in 4 subjects, then 5C4. Or if he fails in all 5 subjects, then 5C5. And this is equal to 2 to the power 5 minus 1. That means total 31 ways he can fail. Now let us solve this particular question with a different approach. Let us suppose there are 5 chapters, 5 subjects, namely subject A, subject B, C, D and E. How many ways he can fail? How many ways he can deal with this subject? 2 ways, either pass or fail. Similarly, how many ways he can deal with this subject? Only 2 ways, either pass or fail. Similarly, 3rd subject 2 ways, 4th subject 2 ways, 5th subject 2 ways. In how many ways he can deal with the examination? He has to deal with A and B and C and D and E. So how many ways he can get his scorecard or result is 2 to the power 5 ways. Out of 2 to the power 5 ways or 32 ways, there is one way in which he has passed here also, here also, here also. That means he is passed in all the 5 subjects. Only one such case is there. So we have to remove that case because he has to fail. So to fail, how many total number of ways is given by 2 to the power 5 minus 1, that is 32 minus 1, 31 ways. So we can solve by both the approach, we will get same answer, 31.
Question number 27. There are 10 students in a class. In how many ways a teacher can select a student or students for a particular subject? Means he can select either 1 student or 2 students or maximum up to 10 students.
In this case, total number of students are 10 and the teacher has to select 1 or more students. So if you wish to select 1 student, how many ways he can do that? 10C1. Or if you wish to or means summation here. Or if you wish to select 2 students, then 10C2 ways. Or means summation, if you wish to select 3, 10C3 ways. And so on, if you wish to select 10 students, all the 10 in 10C10 ways. By binomial theorem, this is equal to 2 to the power 10 minus 1. So how many ways you can select 1 or more student out of the 10 students for a project is 2 to the power 10 minus 1. We can also solve this question by a different approach. Let us suppose 10 students are A, B, C, D and so on. How many ways he can deal with this particular student A? Either he will include A or he will leave A, exclude A. So 2 ways he can deal with A. How many ways he can deal with second student B? Again 2 ways, either include or exclude. How many ways he can deal with this student? Again 2 ways. There are 10 students he can deal in 2 ways. So total number of ways that he can deal with the student is 2 to the power 10 ways. But out of those 2 to the power 10 ways, there is one way when he has excluded A also, B also, C also, D also, all of them, and there is only one such way. So we have to subtract one such way. So in this case also we are getting answer 2 to the power 10 minus 1.
Next concept is selection miscellaneous. Number of ways of selecting 0 or more things out of n identical things. Here n identical things given to us, and that is equal to n plus 1. Just take one example. Out of 3 identical bananas, we have to select 0 or 1. So we can select either 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 bananas. So total number of ways is 3 plus 1. Now, if number of ways of selecting 1 or more thing out of n identical thing is n. Here in this case, we have to select at least one article. Hence number of ways is n. Next is question number 28. there are 4 bananas, 5 apples and 6 mangoes in a fruit basket. In how many ways fruits can be selected from the basket? Here 4 bananas and nothing is given. That means we can assume that 4 identical bananas, 5 identical apples and 6 identical mangoes.
Here in this case, number of bananas are 4 and they are identical bananas. Nothing is given, so we can assume that they are identical. Number of apples are 5, number of mangoes are 6. How many ways we can select fruits? So how many ways we can select banana is 5, 4 plus 1, 5 ways. Why 5 ways? We can select either 0 banana or 1 banana or 2 banana or 3 banana or 4 banana. So how many ways we can select banana is 5 ways. Similarly, how many ways we can select apples? Either 0 apple or 1 apple or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. So total number of ways that we can deal with apples is 5 plus 1, 6 ways. How many ways we can deal with mangoes is either 0 or 1 or 2 up to 6. That means 6 plus 1, 7 ways. So total number of ways that we can deal or we can select this fruit is 5 into 6 into 7. Means we have to select these 5 bananas also and 6 apples also and 7 mangoes also. 7 ways. So 5 into 6 into 7. Out of these 5 into 6 into 7, there is one way when we haven't included banana or apples or mangoes. So we have to subtract it. So minus 1 is the answer. Total number of ways 5, 6 are 30, 7 are 210. So 210 minus 1, total 209 ways. Now can you tell me, it reminds you something in the numbers we have discussed earlier in the numbers. So is it something similar to numbers? Yes, it is something similar to numbers. If you remember the factor theory, if n is equal to a to the power p, b to the power q, c to the power r, then how many factors of n exist is p plus 1 into q plus 1 into r plus 1. This particular case is similar to that only. In this case, say it is banana, we have 4, p is equal to 4, a is, if you assume as banana, if you assume b as apples, then q equal to 5 and then r equal to 6. So this particular thing you can select how many ways? 4 plus 1 ways. This particular thing how many ways you can select? 5 plus 1 ways. This particular thing how many ways you can select? 6 plus 1 ways. And here is the proof of this particular formula, number of factors.
In this question, there are 4 distinct bananas, 4 distinct apples and 6 distinct mangoes in a fruit basket. In how many ways fruits can be selected from the basket? The difference between previous question and this question is, here it is mentioned that the bananas are distinct, the apples are distinct and the mangoes are distinct. They are not identical.
Now in this case it is mentioned that we have 4 distinct bananas. So that means all these 4 are distinct. Apples, there are 5 distinct apples. Mangoes, 6 distinct mangoes. So total how many fruits we have? 4 plus 5, 9 plus 6, 15 distinct fruits. Whether it is banana or apples or mangoes, they are distinct. Or we have to select one or more than one. How many ways we can do that? Similar to question number 27 and 28, total number of ways is to select is 2 to the power 15 minus 1. So the only difference between this question and the previous question is distinct banana or similar banana. If nothing is given, we can assume bananas are similar. But if it is mentioned that it is distinct, means we can assume each of them as a distinct identity. So in this case, we have 15 distinct identities and we have to select one or more. So we can do it in 2 to the power 15 minus 1 ways.